I've had this car for a little while now, and so far my biggest complaint is the throttle lag when you go to wide open throttle. So I got some Amazon gift cards for Christmas, and I bought this, so I'm gonna throw this on there and see how it works. My car is pretty filthy right now. It's been nasty outside, and I just haven't messed with it much. But the instructions are pretty bare. It just says make sure the key fob's out of the car 35 foot away, at least for 10 minutes. And just pretty much says route it away, connect it. The hardest part about this, I think, will be, since I'm fat, is getting up inside here and maybe even seeing it. I've got my flashlight somewhere. It looks pretty simple. It just seems like the hardest part is squeezing me up in there. I'm not little, but this car is. I'm just gonna have to work it up in there. It's just 2 plugs. I think I'm gonna hide it somewhere too. I don't really care for it being out and open. I thought maybe right there or in this little box that does nothing as far as I know. Looks like it's open at the back. Can't tell if it goes. Probably just put it to the right of the steering wheel. But we'll worry about that in just a second. So I just fished the wires through right there. It's pretty simple. Just shoved them through that hole, pulled them at the bottom. Now we're gonna try to hook this thing up. It seems like it's gonna be impossible for me to try to film this and plug it in, but just a little clip like this, pop it out and plug it back in. It's pretty easy. It was just a little fat guy gymnastics getting that plug in. The one on the pedal was really easy. The other one, just kind of wrangle myself in there, squeeze in there and put them together. I mean, it didn't take a couple of minutes to do. It's really simple, plug and play. But it's a little bit wet, but we'll take it out and play with it now, see how it does. So I'm to the highway, and right now I have it on city, and it feels a little bit different, so we're gonna see. There's a little bit of lag, but it's a lot better. Going to speed limit. So that was city. I could still feel a little bit of lag, but it's definitely better than it was before. So I'm going to stop this, and once traffic clears out, I'll try it again on another. So this is the worst possible weather for this. But it's been rainy and nasty ever since I got it. So tires are a little wet, the road's a little wet. I'm in sport now, and I can definitely feel like almost instant throttle response compared to city is what I was in earlier. It felt half as fast as it kind of was before, but now it's almost instant. We get on it and it goes. There's a car behind me though, of course, so usually this road is pretty deserted, but that's kind of my luck. So, but definitely a lot better response in sport. It's push the button and go. It's so far I'm really impressed with that. Oh shit, a cop lives there now? Okay, I'm gonna stop this for a second. Okay, I'm in Sport Plus now, and it's almost too responsive. It's, if you're just kind of cruising along, it's kind of jumpy. Could be me because I'm not used to it, but it's really responsive there. So far, I really think I like Sport the best. This road is really gone to shit, but you can see there, it's I'm down in Mexico right now, so it's pretty scenery down here. But my car has coilovers on it, and they're pretty much bottomed road is just garbage. But I haven't messed with the plus and minus on it. Like right now I'm in Sport Plus, but I can go minus 1, 2, 3, I think 4, plus 1, 2, 3, and 4. But I mean, this was pretty much free to me because it was a Christmas present. But I think even if I would have bought it, I think it's kind of worth the money. I can see Sport Plus would be fun in like road racing or something, but just driving on the road, it's way too fucking, especially with it being wet, my tire's wet, a little too sketchy because it's just, you touch it, you can just hear my foot just kind of bounce on it and you're gone. I'll slow down through here. Nobody's working, but still don't want to be that asshole. Yeah, let me turn this back down to that. I've got the app on my phone too, but I'm recording on my phone, so don't really want to be on my phone, screwing with my phone while trying to record. It just seems like a bad idea. But I really like the sport mode. This is just my redneck logic, but it seems like to me the city mode is faster than stock by just a little bit. Like, it still has a little bit of lag, but it comes in really fast, but it's not instant. To me, the sport mode is almost instant, and the Sport Plus is just like a fucking raccoon in a sack. I don't know. It really goes, but get to do a little bit more testing when we get out on this road. You can see I'm not really used to it. Yeah, the Sport's where it's at to me. Plus you got the settings on that. It's pretty fun. It's really what the car was missing. I mean, ever since I've had this car, I've hated that throttle lag, and I was browsing through American Muscle and seen this, ended up getting it off Amazon. I think it's worth it if you have one of these cars and want it to be a little bit peppier. Let's do Sport Plus one and see what we get with that, see if I can tell. The eco mode is garbage. I don't know what it does. I don't know who would use it. Maybe commuting, I guess. I would almost say that is +1 on sport, and you can feel the jumpiness in the throttle, which could be me not being used to it compared to the Sport Plus. Like, Sport Plus is pretty instant. Let's see what happens. 95% of the time there's nobody on this road. It's 9 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday and there's people everywhere now. Plus it's raining, so. Yeah, that's a little better for sure. No lag with that. It's just instant. I mean, I don't think there is any. I mean, it's a lot better than the Sport Plus. To me is just a little too jumpy. This reminds me of an older car with let me slow down. These dogs are going crazy. I don't want to run over somebody's dog. I like dogs. So let's go to +3 in sport and see what happens. Yeah, that's pretty good. I let off of it a little bit there just because my tires were wet and I came through that hump, and I didn't want to be the guy in the Mustang that everybody sees about. So, plus I don't know how good my insurance is in Mexico. in a situation where you need an instant throttle, like this would be awesome, like road racing. I guess drag racing too, but don't do that. Straighten out a little bit up here. I'm in Sport Plus +1 now. And there is 0 to me by my just layman foot. I mean, you push the gas pedal and it goes, which is awesome, but the weather conditions today are not ideal. Ego's useless. City would probably be good for just daily driving, maybe. I don't even think I would go for city daily driving. I think I would go sport all the time, and maybe sport +2, just the way anything else just seems too aggressive. Just driving around, putting around. It's just too bumpy almost, or too wispy, kind of like just barely touch it and it jumps around. Okay, we're clear here for a little bit. So this is Sport Plus. Yeah, it just goes. So that's what you want. Yeah, I should probably move that just so nobody can see the speedometer. Yeah. But all this is out of country, so it doesn't really matter. I mean, laws don't apply there, I don't think, but let's go ahead and push this other button. Sport Plus is definitely fun. We're going to stop up here, roll the window down a little bit, just to hear the exhaust. And this is Sport Plus +3. Just to see how it goes. Nobody's behind me. Well, that's for sure what this car was missing. I don't remember what it cost, honestly, if I bought it with gift cards, but I think it was $279, maybe $259. It's worth it. It's 100% worth it. It's a lot of fun. So I'm going to get off here and listen to music and enjoy a nice Saturday drive. But buy one. Don't put it in eco mode. I would say Sport Plus or Sport all the time. It's kind of growing on me, but it's worth it. I just thought I ended the video, but here you can see push a little star to switch between the modes. Then you push this little plus or minus to go from 1, 2, 3, and 4. And I've learned that trying to drive it in city mode or in sport or sport plus in town does not work. So in city, I've switched to the city, and believe it works a lot better, so everybody doesn't think I'm trying to race them. But I'll put a little video of how to use the app after this too. That's it.